You're listening to Qwerpline here on QWRP-FM. Qwerpline this week is brought to you by the Download Gaucho Clown Show. Sneak out to the man-made salt flats this weekend and catch these Argentinian cowboys putting on a secret circus. The Download Gaucho Clown Show. Get waist-deep in the brown foam.
Good morning, Nsburg. Big G Money here with A Train. How's it going, Alex?
Waxed and polished.
Terrific. Wait, you? The car?
Sure.
Great. Good. That reminds me, though, we should make sure that Derek got the van detailed.
You mean touching up the airbrushing on the Wizards?
Well, I was thinking more the inside of the car, but I mean, sure, while they're at it.
Oh, so the ceiling fresco.
That fresco's always confused me, because I like Michelangelo, but I don't know why they decided to add the other three turtles. All that aside, hoping that you're having a wonderful day out there in scenic Nsburg. OC, don't steal.
Orange County got real mad about that one.
Well, no copyright intended. And now the news. One sniff of the air will tell you that it's raccoon dander season, and that means it's time once again for Thurston County Allergy Week. As always, the Ladies Auxiliary are holding a fundraising bake sale down at the town hall, and this year they've assured us that the treats are totally nut-free as long as almonds, hazelnuts, and peanuts don't count as nuts.
Well, technically peanuts aren't
You can also head down to the Civic Center to check out the Raymond's Talc Barn History of Rhinitis exhibit, featuring 16 different varietals of household dust you can smell, the HTC Vive interactive ragweed experience, and meet Auntie Jen, the friendly inflamed nasal hollow. Bring the kids.
Do we have to?
Well, if you don't want to, the Nsburg Children's Theater Society is holding open auditions for their upcoming musical adaptation of Moose Murders. Roles are open to any and all interested children between the ages of 8 and 12 who don't have a fear of bandages, mummies, wood paneling, or infamous theatrical productions.
Ooh, I really want to see what Bonita Tunk does with the role of Hedda Holloway.
Oh yeah, she was really good as the titular Spider-Man in the NCTS production of Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
It's amazing wire work considering the venue doesn't have a fly gallery.
Hey, speaking of things that shouldn't fly, it's time to check in with Richter Hammock Slam up in the QWRP Traffic Coopter for an Nsburg traffic update. How's it going up there, Richter?
Inwardly contemplative, Graham.
That sounds relaxing.
For him, maybe.
Well, normally one would think so, Alex, but I had a bit of an odd dream last night, and I was wondering if the two of you could help me unpack it.
Now?
I mean, you called me, so I guess it's time for me to talk about what I want to talk about for once.
We call you every half hour on the 10s.
Despite our brains screaming to not.
So I was in my backyard, climbing into my helicopter, about to take to the skies, when suddenly the two of you appeared inside my pool.
Wait, I've been to your place, and while you have parked the Coopter there on occasion, you don't have a pool.
Dream logic, Graham. The pool clearly means something from my subconscious, but that's not the part I'm having issues with.
I'm betting our listeners are having a lot of trouble with the traffic. If only someone would help.
So there was this man in the front seat of the Qwerpline who looked a lot like Michael O'Leary, but he had no face. And I say, I need to get this guy back before midnight, because that's then Richter, and he's been kidnapped in the morning, and I'm not union for the morning spot.
What?
That's what I wrote in my dream journal. I'm as stupefied as I'm guessing you are right now.
I don't know if stupefied is the correct word.
Maybe this is my brain telling me I need to take a different career path.
Interesting idea, Richter. Have you considered traffic reporter?
I mean, all sorts of crazy things can happen in dreams. Sometimes you can fly. Sometimes you can suck your own milkshake.
My shoulder.
You okay? What happened?
Went for the mute switch.
But really, it all comes back to the fact that your dreams are just trash that your brain is trying to process while you sleep. It really doesn't mean anything, does it?
Much like this time we spend with you, Richter.
I want to thank both you guys for taking some time to listen to me this morning. I think that really helped me sort it all out. I'm just going to sit back and take a little bit of quiet time to contemplate this just a bit more, and then I think we'll be back to normal. Back to you!
For varying definitions of normal.
Wait, what's abnormal for Richter?
Well, he's lactose intolerant, so milkshake was a weird choice.
What what Michael makes of Richter's dreams.
I'm always flattered whenever Morpheus allows me to visit my friends while they slumber, even if he does get some of the details incorrect. But think of it this way, Graham and Alex. As a man who makes his living on the radio, if I have no face, I could not scream.
Well, Michael, if you had no face, I'd sure be screaming. And now to the phones, where we're joined by local inventors Darren von Spront and Raphael Crinklestouf, who are here to talk to us about the upcoming solar eclipse. Thanks for joining us, gentlemen.
Lunar!
Sorry, what?
Lunar eclipse! That's why I'm here! I don't know why you invited that charlatan!
Sorry, I thought you were here to talk about the solar eclipse.
Well, I hate to be a pedant, but there's a little bit of a problem there as well. It is a solar eclipse. Can it, you pan-European gas bag? It'll be my lunar eclipse, and I'll be staging it at lunchtime. Ah, you dummkopf. It's a eclipse. We were sadly left out of the previous eclipse, so I'm bringing the eclipse back to Nsburg, where it belongs.
Hang on, gentlemen, please. Mr. Crinklestouf, what are you talking about?
Thank you. I approached Nsburg Town Hall and offered my services for the upcoming eclipse season. They graciously accepted, and I will be staging a series of mock lunar eclipses at lunchtimes.
What is a mock lunar eclipse?
A fine question. Sadly, Nsburg never experiences a lunar eclipse when convenient. They are always during the night. Therefore, I will be staging a series of mock lunar eclipses at lunchtime when everyone may experience them, utilizing the latest technology.
Can you describe specifically how you're going to do that?
We will hover a large-scale, biodegradable reproduction of Earth's moon in Nsburg sky. Then we will distribute viewing apparatus to the public, by which they may experience the moon entering Earth's umbra. You are simply dragging a mottled grey weather balloon behind the tug barn's biplane, and then asking the people of Innsbruck to simultaneously wear these 3D glasses with only the red gel. And I believe that will accurately replicate what I am calling a lunch moon. And you call yourself a scientist? My esteemed peers call me a scientist. I don't have to listen to some new money technocrat with strange pants. They are extremely Italian and therefore very expensive.
Mr. von Spront, you were talking about a reclipse?
The purpose of science is to discover the unknown and touch the face of God. But we needed something new, and therefore I propose the solar eclipse.
Which is?
Picture a perfectly blue noonday Nsburg sky. The life-giving sun is glowing down upon us, and you let your attention falter for just a moment, and bam! 2 suns. The solar eclipse.
Wouldn't people just be afraid?
There's no reason to be afraid. Properly achieving solar fusion within the atmosphere is highly impractical and extremely dangerous. No, this would just be a simulacrum of the sun.
How are you going to simulate a second sun?
I've already rented that biplane, and I will not have you sully my moon by dragging your bundle of magnesium flares behind it. I mean, I could reopen talks with that man who drives the traffic copter, but your mention of magnesium flares betrays your lack of understanding of the scientific process and creativity.
So, and this is in no way an endorsement of your plan. How are you going to do it?
I think the most prudent method of replicating a sun would be to inflate a circular vessel full of perhaps natural gas and ignite it. You madman, you're going to blow up the moon! Not this week, that would be highly impractical. No, my moon, you idiot! That would be the most prudent course of action. But I was going to fill it with carob confectionaries for the children.
I've got a compromise. Crinklestouf, you fly your gas bag over Nsburg City Center. Von Spront, you set it off with a tracer round, then everybody sees the explosion, and anyone within the blast radius gets free molten carob.
How very like Solomon of you to murder both of our children with your idiotic ideas! I will not stand for this mockery of science! Why would you do this? I was bringing science, and we were going to have
I don't know why I don't use this switch more often.
Yeah, no, it seems super useful now that we've labeled it.
Yeah, we should have bought Michael that label maker years ago.
Agreed. Now I am in firm control of all my extra forks.
Well, Alex, get ready with that button because, oh wait, no, she's actually in the studio. We're now joined by Lorna Schlitzwhistle, who's here. Hi, Lorna.
Hi, Gromp. Hi, Alex.
And why are you here? I'm sorry. What are you here to tell us about today?
As you are no doubt aware, Nsburg Birthday season is upon us very soon.
Yep, it's the second most festive time of the year.
That's right, but with the arrival of so many beautiful anniversaries of our reincarnations into the warm, welcoming arms of Mother Gaia, it means we have a lot of presents to buy, and sometimes a beautiful scented beeswax candle and a lovely salt crystal decorated dream catcher from my Etsy store just isn't enough.
It's never enough, is it, Schlitz?
Miss Lorna, so you're here to give us some gift ideas for birthday season.
That's right! And some wonderful tips on how to personalize it a little bit more for all the beautiful sun spirits in your life.
I did all my birthday shopping back in the 5th quarter when everything was cheap, but please go ahead.
So if you are born in birthday season, you're no doubt aware that you have the same astrological sign as a lot of other people. But everyone's name number is a beautiful and totally unique number between 1 and 9 that explains how you interact with the universe and the cosmic powers. For example, Grandma, your name number is 1 and my name number is 9, which actually means that we are friendly numbers.
I don't know that that's true.
But A-Train, his name number is 5, and that's an enemy number, which means that our energies are like hot and cold, coming together, swirling and disturbing the migratory patterns of fish in the sea.
So what should I, a 1, buy Alex, a 5, for his birthday, numerologically speaking?
Well, I don't think Alex is actually born during birthday season. He's one of the Nsburg aberrations, so it's not really relevant to this conversation. But metaphorically speaking, we'll say that Alex represents all of the 5s out there. A 5 would appreciate things that really take their daily grooming regime to the next level. For example, if you head down to the Nsburg Farmers Market, there's a beautiful artisan with a whole line of probiotic loofahs.
Excuse me?
It's a traditional sea sponge loofah impregnated with yogurt starter to bring balance inside and out.
I don't want to give someone that.
Well, if you're not a fan of culture, I feel like you can't go wrong with a beautiful pair of slippers infused with Nerolian clove oil.
What's the benefit of Nerolian clove oil?
It overwhelms the disgusting foot smell. Have you dealt with a foot before? They're awful.
Great. I'll get Alex a pair of overpowering slippers.
Hard pass.
But what should I get for, I don't know, Michael, who is presumably a different number?
What a wonderful question, Graham. Michael is a 6, so he is very focused on creating a harmonious home environment. I would buy him something practical and beautiful, like a label maker.
Such is the life of a man who has everything.
Cool. What numbers haven't we talked about? 7. What are they into?
7s are in for a year of challenges and troubles. They are aligned with the cat's eye gem and white metal. So good gifts this year include quartz and platinum.
So a little sculpture of a dog made of quartz or a platinum business card holder.
No to both of those. Dog sculptures can bring negative energy into your home. If you must buy a quartz sculpture, get a sculpture of a bee, which represents Mother Gaia's benevolence. But also neither of those are very good gifts for the 7 in your life, for they are at great risk this year of being beset by the Fae.
The Fae?
What, do they clog up your dream catchers?
Alton, I had no idea you were so in touch with your spiritual side. But I do have to say, if the fairy folk are picking you for torment this year, A clogged dream catcher is going to be the least of your problems. Any sevens who are under a sprite infestation need the gift of cold iron. Circlets, necklaces, toe rings, mandalas, dream catchers, all available on Etsy.
Well, you heard her. Michael, give me a skillet.
No, Alex, that was for 705.
Don't care. Want a skillet.
8 or 10 inch, my good man.
Give me that 10. I love cornbread.
A plate of cornbread does make an excellent offering for any pixies or forest people who are angry at you. Otherwise, you'll wake up one morning with your nose hairs tied into a bow and a beautiful sylph trying to tempt you into her lair with a pomegranate.
Is that bad?
Oh, extremely!
Okay, we've all learned something today. Cast iron pans all around. Thank you for joining us, Lorna.
Peace be with you and namaste. www.etsy.com/Lorna's
Had to go under the table, but I unplugged it.
And with that, it's time for the break. When we come back, the Raster Heights Octogenarians Social Association is holding a beginner's dance workshop this weekend for couples interested in learning the hopango, which, according to my notes, is a lively traditional Mexican folk dance that combines 2/4, 3/4, and 6/8 time, creating cross rhythms of great complexity. Admission is $10 per couple and includes light refreshments, tiger balm, and compression bandages.
It's almost worth it just to restock my earthquake kit.
And also, if anyone's seen Derek, get back to us, I guess? He hasn't booked the time off.
Last I saw him, he was headed over to Farmer Bumpers to do that story on the escape field.
Gus, can you gas up the van? What do you mean the paint's not dry yet? Folks, stick around. More Qwerpline after this.
You're listening to Qwerpline here on QWRP-FM. Thanks again to our sponsor, the Download Gaucho Clown Show. Sneak out to the man-made salt flats this weekend and catch these Argentinian cowboys putting on a secret circus. The Download Gaucho Clown Show. Buy a ticket so we can pay back what the town owes.